So then, after 10 games this season and many offside goals, defeats, denied wins, injuries and red cards, it all comes down to a game against the Outcasts in our 11th game of the season, away to them, to decide our fate in Division 5. For in our first season in Division 5, we have collected just 3 points in 10 games, with 0 wins, 3 draws and 7 defeats, scoring only 4 goals and conceding 15 to give us a goal difference of -11. The teams in this division are simply just too strong for us. 11 points behind the Outcasts, we are clinging on to survival by the skin of our teeth by just 1 point, and even if we did beat the Outcasts, it would take an absolute miracle for us to survive. So, what is the decision we're going to make? We're going to try and pull off the impossible comeback, or we're going to play it safe, accept the relegation, and improve our DV over the last 4 games of the season? Let's find out. Let's go to the team news. The Outcasts line up in a 3-5-2 formation with Ramon in goal, a back 3 of Collymore, Prato and Stamp, a midfield of Ware, Hackworth, Berrios, Carlson and Verga, and a front 2 of Larkner and Cesar. Now, I should probably note that these squad numbers for the Outcasts were correct at the time. However, since then they have changed their squad numbers up a bit. So Carlson changed to 14, Verga and Berrios swapped numbers with each other. For Knights of Cydonia, yes, as you might have probably guessed, we're just going the youth route, so it's Ant Connolly who takes the goal instead of Geo Dihor for us. a back four of Nathan Thompson, Marcus Agenfjord, Aquila Santa Maria and Joshua Delia. A midfield of Sergei Kvyatkovsky, Gilberto Manuel, Ronaldo Carrera, Enver Nesim and Raymond Hargreaves, and a front man of Endira Zubeldia. Edmund Hansman was currently injured after playing against Harlow Heroes in the last game, so Ronaldo Carrera takes his place. So, let's go live to Old Trafford for this big game of the season, our season at least, and for the Outcasts, as they are in relegation danger as well. They're in 5th place coming into this game, but they are the strongest team in the entire league. The captains for this big game are Marshall Ware for the Outcasts and Sergei Kvyatkovsky for Knights of Cydonia. The Travis T is the referees today. He's not that hard a referee and he's moderately skilled. Now Knights of Cydonia in the yellow and black strip due to a colour clash with the Outcasts, whose primary kit is red and white. So, and this game gets underway now! And it's the Outcasts who are getting hold of the ball a lot better than us at the moment, as their possession starts spiking. The first shot of the game goes to Ronaldo Cesar, well placed header, and he scores! Ronaldo Cesar might have just scored the goal that sends us down into Division 6 with youth Benny Hackworth getting the goal. Benny Hackworth was only recently promoted during the season, so this is the first time we've seen him in the Outcast squad against us. Meanwhile, in the other game, St. Mirren have taken the lead against Old Lovecraftians and Rayo are beating Harlow Heroes, so it looks like Harlow Heroes and Old Lovecraftians may join us in Division 6. And that is the end of the first half. It's a very quiet first half. 1 chance, 1 goal. Sums up our season, really. But we can't really expect too much from a youth keeper like Ant Connolly in net, who's only just 18 years of age. Anyway, the second half will get underway any moment now. Taunton Town are losing to the King Punks, which drops them from 2nd to 5th place, which is quite dramatic really, as the second half gets underway. Nicholas Claymore's header on goal, and it's no problems for Ant Connolly, who managed to save the header, despite the fact that headers are supposed to be his weakness apparently. Leicester Lay though on for Donovan Stamp, as well as Alvito Roma on for Raymond Hargreaves. Derek Rain on for Leslie Berger. And is there another substitution? No, there isn't. That is all we got. So, as the second half gets underway, it's 1-0 to the Outcast, and they've got another chance here with side header by Carl-Johan Larkner, and he scores! Carl-Johan Larkner gives the Outcasts another goal, which can be priceless in their bid to get the playoffs and avoid relegation, because it's so tight that anyone from 2nd to 6th could face the drop or make the playoffs. Carl-Johan Larkner is pushed away by Ant Connolly, so as you can see, the Outcasts have a massive goal difference advantage, but they drop down to 5th now because there's been other goals that have affected the running. And we'll go slice header by Ronaldo Cesar, and he scores! Ronaldo Cesar gets his 2nd of the game. The Outcasts front men have been absolutely lethal today, and we are practically heading down to Division 6 at this rate. As the game comes towards the end, we have a well placed header by Humberto Barrios, and he kills the game off. Humberto Barrios has made it 4-0 to the Outcasts and gives them the best goal difference out of all the playoff contenders. So, as things stand, the Outcasts are going to be safe now, and Taunton Town have slipped down to 5th place in the league, and that is the end of the game. Knights of Cydonia are relegated to Division 6 after just 1 season in Division 5. We did try, but it proved to be way too much for us to handle, and as a result, we are going down with a whimper. Humberto Barrios, the man of the match from the Outcasts, and Sergei Kvyatkovsky was our man of the match, but it really doesn't matter much because we know for definite now that we will be playing Division 6 next season, and maybe even the season after that, however long it takes to build up a team capable of competing in Division 5, which seems to be the biggest hurdle we've faced so far in this team building exercise to get to the very top of the league, or at least attempting to. And that, they say, is that. Despite some horrendous luck over the course of the season, the truth is we were just never really good enough to be able to compete in this division, and as a result we are relegated with 3 games to spare. It's a sad ending to our exploits in Division 5, but it'll hopefully give us a chance to build up the team a bit more, hopefully get back promoted to Division 5 in a later season, and then challenge among these teams and hopefully push on to bigger and better things. Team of the week this week is Dirk Manga of Rayo in goal, a back four Feliciano Tarai of St. Mirren, Gavin Harding Rayo, Mick Kilshaw Rayo and Anto Franca the King Punks, a midfield of Humberto Barrios the Outcasts, João Cara the King Punks, Nathan Kabich Harlow Heroes and Klaus Carson the Outcasts, and a front two of Cal Myhill St. Mirren and Jamie Monday Rayo, and the manager of the round is Murphy 23 of the King Punks, whose side look like they're going to seal automatic promotion in the next few rounds. They're looking quite good at the moment. Looks like the decision to play Ant Connolly paid off in that game. He has moved up to 17 DV, which is the required amount that we would like to get our players to develop well. As well as this, Aquila Santa Maria has moved up to 16 DV, as have Alvito Roma, Raymond Hargreaves and Gilberto Manuel, and Celso Mota to boot. So everyone is on a very good development value, apart from Nathan Thompson, who's on 13 DV, but he came in after halfway through the season, so he's done very well to get up to 13 DV, to be honest. Oldie wise, it looks like Geo Dihor and Sergei Kvyatkovsky are going to be the ones that are least affected by the oldie scraps for DV, as they are 8 DV and they need at least 10 to stay at the same skill level they're already at. Trying to gain skill levels on oldie is a bit ambitious, they're more likely to drop. Joshua Delia is on 3 DV but he's retiring, same for Ronaldo Caiola who's currently on 2 DV. I said the biggest concern about oldie DV though is Enver Nesim, who is on 6 DV and probably should be higher, considering skill matters a lot for free kick takers. There's also the same skill level for Eustace Chapple and Marcus Agenfjord, who are going to be our 2 senior defenders next season after Joshua Delia retires, as I didn't plan to bring in anyone during the upcoming transfer window, unless emergency required. The Outcasts' 4-0 win over us moves them up to 4th place, and they have 14 goal difference, which is going to be very advantage if they get in a playoff position. League leaders, the King Punks, beat Taunton Town 3-1, and that dramatically drops Taunton Town from 2nd in the league to 5th. It is that close. Rayo are now the new 2nd place team after they beat Harlow Heroes 4-1, and Harlow Heroes look like they're also going to be relegated along with Old Love Craftians. St. Mern have won 3-1 against Old Love Craftians, so they have moved up to 3rd place, and St. Mern are our next opponents. But as you can see in the table there, we have 3 points. Taunton Town are on 17. There is too big a gap to make up in the last 3 games, so we are relegated to Division 6. That is that. It's been a fun ride, but that is all we're getting, unfortunately. And that is the end of this episode. In the next episode, we will start to see out the season and focus on DV, with the first game against St. Mern at home. See you next time, guys.